Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Becky Long and today I'm going to be talking about eating color in disguise. So before I get started, I like to talk about why I'm qualified to even discuss these things. So years ago I was actually sick and in the hospital, and unfortunately I wasn't given any answers. So I became a health coach so I could learn more information for myself, but then it became my mission to really take all the information I gained and the resources and share them with other people so that we would be faster and easier for them to go from wherever they are presently with their health to wherever they want to be, whatever that means for them. I just want to help them along the way. I share this because with as many people as possible, because I think there are a lot of symptoms and diseases that people are just kind of quietly dealing with that aren't really necessary, and that unfortunately take them away from what they are really passionate about and what they want their lives to be about. And I don't think that has to happen at all. I've helped a lot of people come back from the brink of illness or even full-blown illness, and everybody that I work with talks about how they have healthy, quote, side effects that they never even expected, because lifestyle change is really that powerful. Food is really that powerful. And I try to explain that and impress that upon you with every video I make, every post I make, because we have at least 3, maybe more chances every single day to take advantage of what food has to offer. And I really think we should. Yes, there are ways with a healthy enough diet and lifestyle to reverse a lot of symptoms and diseases, but unfortunately those diets have to be a little bit more strict. And I just think prevention is a lot cooler. So that's why I teach what I teach. So back to the topic for today of eating color in disguise. So just because your plate doesn't look like a rainbow at every single meal, have no fear. So there are lots of things that we talk about, like mock meats, for example, which are supposed to look like meat. So they're going to be brown, shades of, possibly red mixed in there, but mostly brown. And then we've talked about how hummus is made with tan chickpeas. So yes, there are ways to add more color, but it's pretty basically tan. And then a lot of staples in a plant-based diet are, things like potatoes, rice, beans, things like that. That, yes, we've talked about ways you can add more color to those, but for like just the basics, it's really, there's not a whole lot of color in those things. So the biggest thing to remember is all plant foods are what I like to call color in disguise. So even though there's not outward color, there is the kind of elements of colorful food that are still a part of them that I just wanted you to remember during this video. So I kind of forgot this when I started eating plant-based, my husband and I. And yes, while we did try a lot of different foods in a very short amount of time, and I'm pretty excited about that. And I lean on a lot of those foods, to kind of reintroduce them and use them at different times. So I feel like we have a bigger repertoire of different foods that we know about, and I think that's a good thing. But I almost became obsessive with making sure that we had color on our plate at every single meal. And while it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just also remembering that plants of any kind are colorful and have the elements of colorful foods, even if they're not outwardly colorful. So they still include things like phytonutrients, fiber, all those good things that our bodies love to have. And yes, we can always increase the amount of color in things as we go. And it can be at a later time. It can be, there just might not be, every single meal might not be super bright, if that makes sense. So I'm on all different social channels, so you can go ahead and reach out to me. Down in the description, we have different links of our Facebook group, which is Benefits of Eating Plants. So I definitely encourage you to join that if you haven't. And then we have our monthly mastermind, which is Transition Nutrition in Real Life. We also have, my YouTube channel here. So definitely follow along with me, subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when new videos come out, and like and comment so that, that would really help me out. And definitely share these videos also, because it really helps, like I said, with my mission that I talked about in the beginning of really getting this message out to as many people as possible. So I would really appreciate that. And I thank you in advance for your help with that. So, and like I always say in all the videos, I want this to be as useful to you as possible. So if there's a topic that you do want me to cover in a future video, please let me know, either by commenting down below or reaching out to me privately and just suggesting a topic for me to cover. And also, if there's anything that you have to add that you think I may have missed or that you have any personal experience with, I think that's awesome if we can all share that information so that we can all learn together. But until next time, have a beautiful and colorful day. Bye, everybody.